Okay, so I'm going to be giving a tour of this home that I decorated, in fact, a while ago now. And so the various events that I think I got the materials from have probably finished, but nevertheless, I think they're going to be available in the main stores. So I'll go around and tell you what's what. So I'm in a Skybox. I'll just zoom out so you can see the Skybox. And you can see that this is by Pixel Node, the Hideaway Skybox. And it comes with this very, if I edit that, you can see it comes with this very attractive window seat, really nicely textured. And also that it is 38 land impact. You can't change the colours of this, but it really is rather beautiful. So here I have I won't look at absolutely all the objects, but I'll look at quite a lot of them. So this is from Colopsia, the Wood Horse Head. These books here are from Mud Honey, the board cat books that I put sideways. Here is from Keke, Tall Bottled Flowers. This is from Apple Fall, a pin-up crane poster. These cushions here were actually free from La Galleria. If you subscribe to La Galleria, then you get notices, and every week there's a couple of small items like a little mat or some decoration that are free, and these were free a couple of months ago. This was just a box, a extraordinary box that something came in. Round here, this is quite an old item from Lisp. I'm not going to say the land impact of all of these smaller items. So as I'm showing the edit, you can actually see up here what the land impact is. And this again is a box. I mean, I often find that some of the boxes that things arrive in are quite nice for decorating clutter. This funky standing lamp by Zen Creations was, I think, part of a set. And again, 2 land impact. And this piece of art, which is one of a number of artworks from Lindini Lane from L2 Design Studios. Some very attractive art, original art she has. And up here we have Dust Bunny Darling Hanging Plant. Just looking to see if this is copyable. Yes, so this was something, it wasn't in a gacha, it was actually something I bought separately. But this was from a gacha. It was from Luke, Lamas Luke, who mostly does jewellery, but he's had a couple of design gachas recently. And this was something which I found particularly attractive. If I just zoom in on it a little bit more. So you can see it's got a little air plant inside, a hanging bauble. And if you look there, you can also see some more details of the things on that shelf. Up here, I have some art by Abstract Soul AS. And it's a little bit primmy, 8 land impact, but I think that's not actually, it's quite attractive art. They've been appearing at various events with their artworks. And up here I just put a few books from Cheeky P, Falling Over Books, 1 land impact. Over here I think this is something else from Cheeky P. Yes, the Spring Garden Potted Climber. I found this a useful plant because it's quite narrow. It fits in various places where sometimes you don't want a bushy plant that's going to kind of go into the wall. And down here again some more books. Those are from Mud Honey again. Some artwork from Post. Post isn't producing much new stuff, but I like his materials. He produces some buildings and also various bits of furniture, usually older vintage kind of furniture, 30s or 19th century, and it's very well made. And again, down here, a piece of art from Zen Creations, a plant from, I think this is in fact Shelby's creations. Yes, if I look at the pics, that will tell. Yes, Simply Shelby is the shop, and they have home and I think in particular garden. So this is quite a nice potted plant, as you can see. I think it was quite reasonably priced as well. 6 land impact. And down here you have a crate of books from Chic Buildings, produced by Chic Aeon. This was not from a gacha, but she does have some items which are copyable in sets and also produces gachas. And you can see that's just 1 land impact, very good value. You've got the books and the book crate. Up here, this item again is from Zen Creations. I think this was all part of the set with that lamp that I showed you on the other side, and also that picture down there. It was originally at an event, but it'll now be in the main store. And the set of candles was also part of the set. These are high K from a gacha. Which gacha was this? I suppose it must be the Container Plan, whatever that was. And this is Second Space's Vintage Office. Again, a gacha, I think at an old Carcade event, but this will be at the main store. You've got Vespertines. It's actually a Christmas bauble, which I've placed inside a Vespertines hanging vintage wooden bird cage, 1 land impact. So I put those 2 things together. I'll just home in a little bit more on that so you can see it. And you've got a little suspended paper crane in that bauble. Down here you can see I'd placed the Armala HD DVD player, which was from a gacha, 1 land impact, and Artisan Fantasy, another gacha which is to do with various foods. This is something that doesn't actually give any food, it's just deco, but rather attractive with cookies and milk. And on there's a little finch from Hextraordinary. And you can see that again, it was an item from a gacha with different kinds of finches. And I think this one also came from the same gacha, the European goldfinch. And I've placed that on what was actually the package from Cheeky P. This was the gacha where I got this beautiful sofa. And it was Beauty and the Beast. And I got the sofa and also this tray of cherished things as a gacha. Again, this is a past event, but you'll get this in the main store now, and I think these better go out of edit mode. These pictures are also from the same set and all were also items in the gacha. This sofa was one of the rare items. I'll sit there and just show you a couple of the poses. Perhaps I'll just stay there while I'm doing some of the rest of this. These curtains are called the Langer Bohemian curtains. I think I got these from Marketplace, in fact. And the nice thing about these curtains is that they do open and shut, and as you can see, they've got a kind of Art Deco feel to them. With the curtains, I put this Sway's button floor lamp, which you can colour in different ways. The buttons go into different colours, as you can see. I kept them grey to go with that kind of background. At least I think, or was it brown? No, it's grey. But I'll leave them at brown. So I use these curtains, as you will see, as kind of just hangings on the wall because there aren't actually any windows there. And I also used it over the doorway here. Up here I've got DRD boho wall rugs. It was from a boho collection they had sometime last year. Again, it's available in its main store. And this is a gong which you can actually, if I stand up, I'm not sure whether I'm going to disappear into the wall when I try to, but you can pose with the gong, and you can also strike the gong. As you can see, I'll strike the gong with the mallet. Stand up before I wake the neighbours. So that gong was made by Sartus Inc., who do a lot of animated things. Some of them kind of more adult oriented, but it's 8 land impact, and as you can see, it's quite well made and nicely animated. I've got again the curtains over the door. Over the door, I just put an item. I think that was just something where I'd taken a close-up picture of one of these, and then used that as a texture just to texture half a circle. I'll also mention that originally these walls were all a greyish colour, but I did tint the walls partly to make them a bit more attractive. In this corner, over here on this wall, there's another apple fall item, another apple fall painting. This set here was by 22769, the pottery set, a pottery gacha for an event a month or so ago, and I got the pottery, and in fact I thought I got something else from it, but perhaps I didn't. I'm thinking of putting this together with some other pottery items. There was another pottery gacha recently which I thought this could be matched up with, but here I used some pots by +9, which is a very small Japanese shop, and you can see I've used the same pot a couple of times, and this is a slightly different pot by the same people, and this is by DRD Flea Market, not a gacha, but they had some flea market items available. I think it was at Lost and Found originally, or it could have been Shiny Shabby, one of those, and it's again now at the main store. This item is by Schadenfreude. It was at Collaborate. It was one of the items when they had a kind of fitness, I think it was the month before last, and it's a very cute water bottle which you can hold or you can res. You can see it's made of plastic. It's got a pretty cherry blossom picture on it. I'll just rotate it round. and it's got a fox on it, Japanese fox. As you will have seen when I was showing it, this background was by No Concept, and that again was a gacha to do with, I think, in a kind of industrial kitchen. Finally, in this corner of the room, I'll just move out of the way, this rather attractive mirror. I collect mirrors, I've got loads of them, and this is wireframe mirror gold from Big Bull. Not a gacha item. I remember now it was available in a number of colours, and I think from an event last month. And this is from La Galleria, a painted chest, green and gold. The drawers don't open, but I think the pattern on it is very attractive here. It's got a nice kind of bohemian feel to it, and I thought it went rather nicely with these pictures from Colopsia, the canvas set architecture. And I put also here the Provence picnic drinks tray from What Next, and a couple of little knickknacks. This is one of the few recent items. I just got that at the Gacha Guardians, the April Gacha Guardians, from Half Moon Market. It was in there. This was actually free. It was there's a lot of presents out at Gacha Guardians, and this was one of the things. There was a package of 4 spiral eggs, which you can see in a bit more detail there. And this was a gacha item from Libertine, collected from the Spring 2016 gacha collection, a collectible egg. And as you can see, it's a collectible egg with a little very pretty design on it, and it opens and closes, which is even prettier. So lovely little item there. And over here, the last few items. This was from the High K Save Room for My Love gacha. This little, and as was this table with a plant on it. And this was, again, is from Artisan Fantasy Art Studio, brushes in jar on wall, another gacha item from their set, which was from Artist's Room. And this was one of the other very new items that I just got at the Chapter 4 from the Ionic gacha at the Chapter 4 for April. Canvas on the floor. In fact, I happened to get 2 of those. But I quite like stacking canvases like that. And over here, I think this is one item I haven't looked at, is the Clav, again a gacha light studio stack of canvas. I've acquired a lot of various canvases which can be stacked behind other items of furniture. One thing I didn't mention that I thought went rather nicely with the... One other thing I didn't mention that I thought went rather nicely with the Cheeky Pea set was this seat, puff from Soy. And in fact, yes, it's it's got loads, as you can see, loads of sits inside it. But there I was just using it as something on which to put the tray, and you can change the colour of this. Various kind of nice subtle colours. I think we should go blue. Yes, there it is. Rather an attractive powder blue. Again, a kind of powdery pink. Black. put it back to grey, which is how I had it before. The shabby blue floral rug is from Sparkle and Shine, and it's one I've found I've used rather a lot. I think it's a very attractive pattern, and the rug was also from Getcha Guardians, from Mori. What used to be called Zigana, they now seem to be, and they haven't been producing things I think for a while, but they've got a gacha there at Gacha Guardians for April. But I tinted it. It was originally just a neutral colour. And similarly, this rug is by Atelier Visconti. Not something they usually produce, but I found this rug very useful. It comes with a little HUD where you can change the colour of the fringes and also change the main colour of the rug to various colours, and you can resize it as you can this rug as well. So that was just showing you everything in this little room. These two posters here are ones that I created from pictures that I'd taken of posters for recent art exhibitions. And I thought I'd just use them to decorate the walls. So I'm just finishing by giving another scan around the room. Perhaps I should just mention what I'm wearing. So my hair is Lilutka, the HF03 hair. The outer coat is from Arso, the silky kimono. You can see it's a semi-transparent kimono that I got at the Re-Japonica event, which I think is probably just closing. This is a Zara skirt, a tiered skirt. The Zia skirt, with each colour you get a plain version and a patterned version, and I'm wearing a kind of system top by Zara, an old top I had, Mishti, and some old floral pumps from Junebug that I got quite a long time ago. My crown is from the chapter 4, the April chapter 4. There's a gacha from Load, and with various wreaths of cherry blossom. And the necklaces, this one is by Mandala, the Legacy necklace. I think that was at the Collaborate, but at least a year or so ago, but again they'll have it in their main store. And I brought this recently, but I don't think it's a new item. It's the Krishna Harmony ball necklace. I basically bought it because I've got a little pendant silver ball that I bought in Dubrovnik in Croatia that's rather like that, and so I thought I'd buy a piece of jewellery that was like something I had already. My bracelet there is called String Things from Schadenfreude. That was the round of Collaborate that's just closed. And I'm wearing a skin by Glamour Fair, but I do not have a mesh body, so it's an older skin. Okay, so that's this room and the various things in it. I'll finish by, I think, curling up on the window seat. So here I am in my little nest in the sky, in the Skybox. I haven't said too much about the Skybox, but I do think it's a really nice size if you're just want one small room, one little haven. You don't need so much stuff to make it feel cozy and kind of filled up. You couldn't have any huge pieces of furniture in here, obviously. And I think it's also quite a nice height. It doesn't feel too claustrophobic. The fact it's only got this one window at the end of it, it's very much a feature window. And so, as I said, I think it's a really nice little hideaway. I think it was about 500 or 600 linden. And just to say, mostly as you can see it's black. It's not something you could have on the ground because of that, but this end of it you can actually see through the window. And so that's it for this video.